Hey guys, Franchise Kid here with another knife review. This is a brand new knife. Kudos to KaBar for sending this one out for me to review. This right here is the Finn fixed blade plain edge knife. And what I said to KaBar, and this is why I love companies like KaBar, I said to them, I wrote them an email and said, hey listen, here's who I am, here's what I'm doing. I've got the Gerber LMF2, and what I want to do is run a comparison on the Finn fixed blade against the Gerber LMF2. I saw a lot of similarities in the two blades, in size, in what they're built to do, in design. And what I wanted to do was a comparison on the two knives with a couple of basic outdoor tests. I think this Finn blade will stack up very well against the Gerber, and it's got some attributes to it that I think may make it, in my mind, perhaps a better tool for an outdoors application than the Gerber LMF2. Check out my separate tabletop review on the Gerber LMF2. If it's not posted yet, it will be soon, and I will also do a tabletop on this one, and then what I'm going to do is a tabletop comparison of the two. But I've got some woodworking videos with the Gerber. It did very well in the outdoors, and what I want to do is go ahead and do some of the same tests with this blade as well. This is the D2 version. It's D2. I don't think they make it in another version, and I've heard a few people say that D2 isn't a really good outdoor steel because it's hardened a little bit more. I think it's a 50. It scores on the Rockwell hardness of 59 to a 60, is what KaBar says. But the Gerber is right behind that. I think at a 58. Double check me online if I'm wrong. Please let me know. But those two are very close. A couple critiques I had of the KaBar. One was the edge on it. The Gerber LMF2 rather has a half serrated, half plain edge. This does as well. They make this in a Tanto style, they make this in a plain edge, and they make this with the half serrated and half plain edge. What I have here is the Tanto style blade, so I'm going to go ahead and work this through some fallen. I'm in basically the southern middle of Virginia. New location. We're doing some turkey hunting out here and some muzzleloader deer hunting as well, and you guys will see those videos as well. Check them out. We're having a great time. Big thanks to Foy King out here at King Estates for letting us come out here and do this. But let's get to it. I'm going to go through some pretty hard wood here. It is suspended off of the forest floor, so it should not be rotted at all. But here you go. This is the Finn blade, and again, what I want to show is the D2 steel against this. The temperature is always important, and we're about 52 degrees right now. Last I checked, which was about 10 minutes ago. It's mid-afternoon, beautiful fall day. We've got probably a 5 to 10 degree wind coming through, no humidity at all. So let's see what this is going to do. And then I'm going to do, I've got the plain edge blade, not the Tanto style, and what I'm going to actually do is leave that outside overnight when it drops down to about 30 degrees, which will probably be tomorrow, and use that thing first thing in the morning because I want to see just how well it holds up. Again, another realistic survival situation. But everything out of the box, love this knife so far. Let's see what it can do. This piece of wood is probably 3.5, 4 inches around, so this is a pretty good piece of wood that I'm going through. And I will lever the same critique of this knife as I did to the LMF2, and that is when you're doing woodworking out here like I am, a larger blade survival knife. This is a 4 7/8 inch blade, so not a 5-inch blade. About 3/16 of an inch thick, so you got good spine on it, and it's razor sharp out of the box, so as a D2 should be. But you just can't make up for the fact that it's a smaller blade, and you're just limited in its use. So far this is performing very well. can see that this thing is going through that pine with no problem. Very good so far. No chips on the blade really. I'm going to go ahead and go through the rest of this, and then let's baton with it and see how it does. Alright, what I did was I cut off with my handsaw. This tree runs clear back that way about 15 feet and clear back that way about 10 feet. So what I did was I cut a log that's probably 4.5 feet long around where I was cutting before. But you guys can see I moved it a little bit so you can see the contrast. You can see the work that it was doing so far. What I'll do is flip it over and go ahead and finish the rest with the D2 KaBar fin Tanto style. There you go. 20-degree hollow grind, very, very sharp. Very, very good slicer. Very good knife. Like this knife a lot so far. I need to put a lanyard on it, but I'll get around to that. But very, very good knife. Great weight. Great feel in the hand. Boy, that pistol grip or that humpback grip, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's not a true pistol grip, but that just fits so well in my hand. If you've got larger hands, consider that. You don't have a lot of real estate with this knife, but boy, that thing really locks your hand in there. I like this knife a lot, so let's go ahead and finish this one off. Trying to stay from that knot right there, but we'll see. I don't think I need to go all the way through for you guys to see how well this knife is performing. You will see one thing that I like already, and this is one of the comparisons I wanted to show you guys between, and one of my critiques of the Gerber LMF. See that? See at the hilt, there's no top guard. I really like that. Look at all the extra edge you have to go ahead and hit the back of that knife. So you can split a larger log with this, in my mind, than you can with the Gerber LMF2. And again, that reason is you've got all that real estate on the handle to work with on the back that you can hit. If you recall in my Gerber video, I hit the back of that knife where the nylon, glass-filled nylon handle comes to that finger guard, and it broke on me, and I wasn't too impressed. So here, you can see that the tang runs all the way around the knife, and you can use that to your advantage when you're working a piece of wood that's probably a little bit oversized, or the knife's a little bit undersized. You can go ahead and thump on the back of that without worrying that you're going to damage the hilt of that knife and break it. So as you can see, this is splitting no problem. Again, you got a 3/16 inch spine to work with, and we're going through this wood no problem. There you go. Fin blade. I don't see one mark on it. Excellent knife so far. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Look for the tabletop review. If I can find some oak, I'll go ahead and put it through that as well. There you go, franchise kid testing out the fin, KaBar fin, fixed blade knife, Tanto style. I love it. Check it out online. Do your own comparison. And always ask yourself, what's your passion? Cool. Franchise out.